Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the shop. Today I wanted to just shoot a quick video showing you guys how to maintain, take care of, and clean your saber-tooth burrs or other burrs that you may be carving with when you're power carving or cleaning up your chainsaw work. So if it's something you're interested in, be sure to stick around. Like I said, we're going to be cleaning up burrs today, bits, carving bits for power carving. I've also got some carving discs we're going to be working on cleaning up. Now, I might not get them perfectly squeaky clean here for you guys, but I'm going to give you the general idea of how you should be maintaining them and, well, just some ideas of how to store them as well so that you can keep them in good shape and that they can last a really long time. So the first thing we want to do is look at some of the bits that I have. Now, as most of you know, I primarily use saber-tooth burrs, saber-tooth bits, saber-tooth tools, whatever you guys want to call them, when I'm carving. I mean, I use my chainsaw, and then a lot of times I clean it up with the burrs. Now, I do some carvings where I just use burrs start to finish. I rough it out on my bandsaw, and then I use the burrs to, clean everything up. No chainsaws. So the burrs get used quite a bit. And they can really get jam-packed full of sawdust and junk, and you've got to be able to keep them nice and clean in order for them to be cutting, for them to be sharp, and for them to continue working the way that they should be. Now, as you guys can see, I got a 4.5 inch disc here, saber-tooth. This is their coarse, their green one. I've got some other carving burrs down here. This one's my favorite one. If you guys watch my videos, my flame bit, I use that thing a lot. This is my more recent tool, the Arbor Tech Mini Carver, and I've got a 2-inch fine wheel on there for carving as well. This one's pretty jam-packed. This is more recently filled up with gunk, so we're gonna work on that. Now, these ones I did clean, and then I was like, you know what, I should probably just shoot a video and go over this with you guys. So they're pretty clean, but we're gonna go over the process anyway. You get all your tools together, right? Set aside a block of time for this, so you are just not in a rush and you know, hey, I'm gonna be cleaning my tools. The next thing you're gonna need is a brass brush. These smaller ones tend to work the best, I think. It's about, I don't know, 1.5 inches here at the head. These ones I got at my local hardware store, but I will look on Amazon and see if I can find you guys a pack of these, and the link will be down below. I'll also have links to everything that I use or that I can find that's, here, and those will be down below as well. You guys purchase through those Amazon links and they help support the channel. So, we've got dirty burrs and we got a new brass brush. What do? I think you guys can figure it out. Brush those teeth, right? This is all I do, back and forth, different motions, and just work on cleaning it up. It's really that simple. Now, this can become very time consuming, especially if you're carving green wood. I have noticed green wood packs in here the absolute worst and can be the worst to remove. Where the end of this, from carving my bears, I use this for the eyes a lot. It's got green pine in there. It's really tough to get out due to all the pine pitch, but you've got to just take your time and continue to scrub. And that's really it. Now, if you leave this in the tool, be sure to have the tool unplugged and do it that way. It gives you more to hold on to. So like if this is in a die grinder, you got that whole die grinder to hold on to or clamp down, and you can really get in there aggressively and get cleaning it up. But you have to use a brass brush. Anything else, the plastic ones probably aren't going to have enough beef behind them, and a metal one is going to start to dull those teeth. We want these teeth to stay good and sharp. That's the most important thing, that the teeth stay sharp. So basically, you got to just scrub it down. You guys can see the coarse difference here, right? It still works out the same thing. It's just going through and clean them up. Now, sometimes when the wood's really green, I have a tough time cleaning these out. I just do. So if I don't need it right away, I let it sit, and as the wood dries out, they tend to clean up a little bit easier. If you're carving dry wood, it's not a bad idea to just continue to scrub them out throughout your carving. The same thing with the green wood, I forget. But if you guys are carving out eyes, you get one bear done. As soon as you're done, take your brush and get at it right away, because if you continue to use it, the wood's going to pack tighter and tighter into the teeth of the burr, into those spikes, and then you end up with the result that I have here, where it's so compacted. I'm really going to have to spend some time in cleaning this up. So don't make that mistake. You know, it's good to learn from other people's mistakes, and here's a mistake that I made. I continued to use it, trying to get some bears done, and I should have just stopped, cleaned it out real quick with the brush, and then continued to carve, because now I've got to waste more time on my day scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. And when you got projects to do, it's like, but you want to keep these things in good shape, so that's what you got to do. Here's another one, taper bit here. This one has a little bit more of a fresh sawdust in there. Still pine though, and it's packed in there really good because it was kind of wet. But as you guys can hopefully see, it's time. You know what I mean? You got to be able, like I said, you got to set aside a block of time and just scrub these guys out. Back and forth a little bit, not always in the same motion. It helps knock things loose. So we're getting it out. It's not perfect yet, but we're getting there, and we're getting some stuff knocked out of there. Here you can see the side I've done, the side that's not done. All right. The wheels. If the wheel is in the grinder, unplug it and just scrub it. Sabertooth says a light scrubbing with a bristle brush. Yes. Going at it light is probably the best way to keep those teeth as sharp as possible, but sometimes I really just got to get in there and get after it. You know, they set up. Like I said, I haven't been very good lately at staying on top of cleaning these out when I'm done using them, or in the middle of a project, and so it gets packed in there and really tough to clean. So be sure to stay on top of cleaning these. I know I sound repetitive, but it's really important. These are very expensive tools, you know? I mean, I think this head right here is a $75 sanding piece, okay? And these little carving, you know, our little burrs here and different size burrs, I can't remember, but, you know, you're talking $22, $25 or so a piece. And I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know that you're spending good money on this stuff if you're buying these. And don't do what I did. I guess I'm kind of giving myself a lecture here in this video today, too, to remind myself just to stay on top of carving these. And I also don't want you guys to make the same mistake of just letting it sit and, you know, not cleaning them. So that's that. This one's packed in here pretty good. The wood was really, really green. Get in here with this brush. You guys can see, right? A lot of sawdust in there. I think you guys get the point. It's just scrubbing and scrubbing to try and clean. Now this is a lot cleaner than it just was. It's not perfect by any means. I still got a good amount of time that I got to sit here and, you know, spend on this, but that's my fault. I didn't clean this as I was carving, you know, carved a bit, stopped, brushed it out quick, carved, brushed it out quick. So my fault. Now, I mentioned storage, the best way to store these. Something you don't want to do, a habit that I've fallen into, and that is get done with my grinder for the day, wrap my cord up, toss it on the shelf. Get done with my die grinder for the day, wrap it up, put it on the same shelf. Sounds good, right? What happens though is the bits on each clank together and they'll bust your teeth. They will, they do, and they have. This one's actually missing a couple teeth. I already told you guys how expensive these are, so it's like, ouch, you know, like literally ouch to the wallet when you look at something you've spent good money on and you've broke it. So I recommend that you remove the bits for storage. Carving discs, your bits, take them out of the die grinders, remove them off this, you know, whatever you're using them in, take them out and put them in a proper storage area. Now, what does that mean? Now for my smaller bits that I use at the bench, I've got this little unit here. This came with my Fordham carver, and I put my bits in here, my smaller burrs and stuff. Sometimes I throw the big ones in there, and they're ready to go. I pull this out, put it on my bench, and start carving. I more recently built this holder for my 1/4-inch shafts. These are all my 1/4-inch shaft burr bits from Sabertooth, and they fit right in here great. Keep everything from banging together and breaking those teeth off. It's just a shelf setup. I've got a 2x6 on the bottom and 1x slats on top that are just all glued together to stack like steps. So as I get more bits, I'll drill more holes and keep them organized. Now, the next thing I want to build in the near future is going to be something similar to this, but for the carving wheels. You know, it'll fit the 2-inch and the 4-inch, and the goal is to build one of these and put slots in there so that these could just fit in upright. And then what I'll do is I'll label them so I know, you know, these are all the fine grits, these are the coarse and heavy coarse and things like that, and always put them back in the same spot and just keep them organized. And that is the next little project that I'll have. I probably won't shoot a video on it, but if you guys follow me on social media, you'll be able to see that piece when it's done. If you don't follow me on social media right now, you guys can go to the description below where you can find links to my Facebook, my Instagram account, and I don't know if Twitter's on there or not. I don't really tweet. I don't know. You guys can follow those things up. If you guys purchase anything through the links that are also below through Amazon, it helps support this channel. Like I said earlier, those purchases, I seriously appreciate it. I mean, I don't get a ton of kickback from Amazon, but it's still always nice. The little bit of help that it gives is really appreciated. If you want to step it up a notch from that and you want to help support this channel on a more personal level, you guys can check out my Patreon account. I've got a link below to that. You guys can go there, see what it's all about, and help support me that way. If you're not interested in helping support me in any way, that's fine. That's cool. We're good. Continue to watch these videos. Give them a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. When you guys hit subscribe, hit the bell that pops up, and you guys will be alerted to all the new videos that I post. You guys get an alert, let you know they're there. I've been trying to do a new video every week, sometimes 2. If the stars align perfectly, I'll give you 2, but we'll see what happens. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to keep your burrs clean, stay safe, carve something cool, and I'll see you guys next time.